different pony on to baler today. We've got the class. Actually, it turns it well. Bloody air conditioning don't work though, does it? Woo, hey, it's warm in here. I don't know what's gone wrong. Blower don't work, so that needs to look at tomorrow. So yeah, we're getting caught up now. Phil's combining at Burnby. Had class out. Combine has to go into B to have his drum out. They're worried that someone's desperately out of balance. I think we're having another one for to finish us off. We've only got 30 acres to do. So, well, no, tell a lie. Got 50 acres to do. So, yeah, it's going good now. I'm sick of it now. I'm ready for back end. Right, phone's ringing. The day's ending badly, but Lydia's come to help me, so that ain't so bad. That's made it a lot brighter, but the baler's really playing up. But we think we've sorted it, don't we? We think we've mended it, don't we? Yeah. A pin had come out on one at not her arms, so took some finding though. It took about 6 bills to fathom what was going out. So anyway, we fixed it now. So it's going to make us late, isn't it? Anyway, Lydia's brought supplies. She's got drinks, biscuits, yogurts. What else you got?
Drink.
Yeah, you've got drink. Yeah, you've got it in your hand. Anyway, Nikki brought me a burger, so we're alright for an hour or two, are we?
Yes.
So, right, we'll crack on. Be dark when we finish though, I think. Yeah. Now then, we're just about to go drilling some stubble turnips on some land near farm for some hogs we fatten. And seed looks like that. The black stuff stubble turnips, and that's mustard, just a bit of mustard mixed in. I don't know why we've gone for mustard, to be honest, because we put white radish in last year and the bloody things were huge. There was some monstrous feed on them, but we only put 5 kilo on per hectare. So you can't just set the drill and guess, you have to calibrate it, which means setting it up and getting the right amount of grain. And the process is basically, let me pop this back in here. But whoever's ever had anything to do with Vadestade drills, they're horrible to work on. They're just so you have to clamber over everything. So what the process is, you get your ball under here, and it says here, if you do 26 turns, you get a tenth of what you want. So we want 5 kilo, so we're sort of aiming for about, well, 500 grams. So 500 times 10 is 5,000. And that's 5 kilo. So yes, the process is put our ball under there, and we just need to open it up a little bit. Where's my spanner? Where's my you just want to open it up a touch, and then we've got drill on here because it's a lot easier than bloody winding handles. We do 26 turns, so on. So what we should have in here now is 500 grams. So we've got our little scales, what was pinched out of the house of our wives. I'll put that in there. Oh God, too much you see. So what we'll have to do is cut it down a bit and have another go. Well, I think that, to be safe, is about good, and that's on the safe side of the 500. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'll just do one more test, just to make sure I've got 485. I mean, you could look at that. I think it's setting 7. But I'll tell you what, you'll go to setting 7 next year. What would it say? I could be putting far too much on or far less. You know, it's very, very very, very sort of precise is that amount of seed. 485, bang on. So same again, I'm happy with that. But that's an handy thing if you do have a Vadestade, well, any drill really, and if it's as prehistoric as this. I mean, your radar drills, I think you set them up by cab, exactly what they want. I don't know how they do it, but I mean, to turn your metering system, just a little Milwaukee drill and a little bodged up thing like that, just saves all that bloody winding. It's so easy. So, but anyway, right, we'll go get them drilled. Just having a look at some oats. What? Well, they're a lot closer than I thought actually. And when they're as flat as that, I think he'll get under them, to be honest. And there's a few on floor, so they are starting to shed. So if he gets time today, he's got 15 acre up at Burnley, and then he'll drop back here. Sort of. And hopefully he'll get these cleaned up. They'll be heavy actually, these will shock us. There's a lot of oats, hell of a lot of oats, as long as he can pick them up. They are that flat actually, but they're a mess. And weather's on about changing at weekend, and if it changed sooner, I know it's only Thursday, but say if it broke Friday, Saturday and we didn't get them, there could be a mess by the time we got back to them. So whatever, they're having it this afternoon, so we'll go round them up and see what's happening. Our Ollie's rolling some stubble turnips I've just put in. Dad and Peter are drying corn. We've got a dressing machine coming to dress some seed wheat for us for for drilling this back end. Get a local firm in Kendra's, good firm. Put a bit of dressing on and clean it up a bit. So yeah, busy. Bale leading down this man. Phil's already gone with her. I've got a little trailer behind this. He's got a load of the two bloody trailers are loaded up. So yeah, we had a good baling day yesterday. I've got the 45 acre here and all wrapped up. No serious problems, but not a bother. I don't know why, but he got a big chunk of oats done. Not a brilliant yield, a bit disappointing. One field was a massive yield, about 3 tonnes. Other ones were about 2, I don't know. I don't know what we did really. We turned this straw, bloody hell, it disappeared to nothing. Oh, well, we need a ticket. That way. Does it feel solid? Yeah. Low. Low? It's just saying low. Well, that's 2 stabs, yeah. 10.1. Bloody hell, it's dry as straw with Bill. Usually around the 20. Don't bust it, sexy fingers. Low. And that feels really solid. Oh, 10.1. What does it feel like heavyweight? 10.1. Not that heavy. Not really, no. It's dry, they're working now. Yeah. Just on the last field of oilseed rape we're drilling. Just doing headlands. It's about 6 o'clock Friday night. I'm ready for night, to be honest. It's been one of them weeks. Got a lot done, but it's just been hard work. Not time to think around. Phil's just finishing off some oats over there. It's not the right time to be doing them either. It's dull as hell, it's damp. But we've just decided it's about 4 acres. And we're just going to do them. So he's finishing them off and knocking off. We're only knocked up at 5. He'll be in the pub now. Looking sod. So yeah, I'm ready for me to. I don't know if I'll have a beer or not. So yeah, just 2 more breeds around this field, and we've done. It's a little bit knotty, but I think rollers will sort them out. Too close. She's an old girl, is this drill, but still puts the seed in the ground alright. They're just hard to work on, everything's so tight, you know, to get in, to calibrate, you have to clamber in and, oh, to grease the bloody thing, oh, it's a nightmare. Just put you there. Not far long. Nowhere really to stick you. Is that too close? It's a bit late, I know. I know you're thinking it's about 3rd of September. It's a bit late, isn't it? It's a week too. Well, it's borderline late anyway. I would like to have this been in a week ago. So, but hey, it all depends what happens in the next couple of weeks, really. If it keeps mild and warm and growy weather, because there's plenty of moisture in soil to make it grow. But if it keeps mild and moist, it'll be fine. If it comes cold, it stays dry, it might not be fine. It might suffer a bit. We'll get it rolled and sprayed tomorrow. Shows a variety called Ambassador. It's not a DK one either. It's French seed and all. Said he said up back. Bloody imported French seed. What's up with our seed? I don't know. They're looking for the French makers. Just Sexy Fingers has just swapped me. He's going to go rolling now and finish off. I'm going to get sprayer on and get it sprayed. Job done. So yeah, we're rollers. We put this these markers on back, so when we're marking tram lines out, we can just see they just scratch marks. we can see where we're running with spray, it just makes it a little bit easier. Oh, what's up with it?
Oh, you're not doing the outside?
No, I ain't done the. There's one surround and all infilling where.
Are you not doing the outside first?
We can do the outside first, it don't matter.
Oh yeah, I just didn't know how you did it.
Well, you're doing it. You do it your way. The young way, maybe. Probably the wrong way. For the younger generation. The good rollers, but they are a bit funny to unfold. There's an art to it. There's plenty of moisture. It's going really well, I'm pleased. I was slightly short of seed by, oh god, 4 kilo. So the last maybe two acre got drilled, we just off heap. And it'd be interesting to see if there's any different. No different seed rate, just off the heap. A little gearing, I'm going to mark it, and then it'd be interesting to see if it makes any difference buying this fancy seed. You know, I had a red balls up today. Look, brought my flask, forgot to bring a lid. So contemplating drinking out of a crisp packet, but I thought it might be a bit dodgy. Feel the straw there. Last one to bale here. They did really well though. That was that long field of oats what went down bad. And I don't think they'd do 3 ton, but they won't be far off. Bloody hell, there was some oats off them. Funny to judge with oats because you don't know how light they are, but only counting trailers back, there was a lot of grain. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with them. That was a disaster. I've been speaking to someone about some cover crops, and I'm going to do an area. This is real horrible land in here. And then we're going to put some clover in. Just an area and compare with where we haven't. I'm off to brew my own cover crop of oilseed rape, oats, and maybe white radish. Get a little bit of white radish seed. And then I'm going to put clover in a little, maybe 5 acre blocks, and just compare it with the rest of it. We're going to false seed bed it, and then, as I say, drill these 2 5 acre plots of cover crops, and then monitor them over winter, and then see if it makes any difference to next year's crop. It'll come spring barley again, I thought. Terrible for blackgrass, but I thought we were getting on top of it, but we aren't in there. It's a little bit could do with grassing. If I knew anybody who wanted some grass, I would rent it to grass it. So if you want any grass, give us a shout. Right, I'll go get sprayer on. I'll go get sprayer filled up, shall I say. Morning, Sunday morning, just having a paddle about before everybody gets up. Just sort of reflecting on the week, really. We've had a right do with straw this week. We've really baled some straw, got caught up. All this straw in this barn here is just quite surplus, really. Hopefully we can find a market in winter for it. Straw we need for pigs. We use a lot of round bales, they're outside, and some heaps under sheets of these square bales. Some not so brilliant straw. It doesn't really matter for pigs because they sort of mess them about, and you know, if it's a bit clapped. But this is all real good straw, so what it's going to be worth, I don't know. Well, whether there's even going to be a market for it, because everybody seems to have an abundance of it, so we'll see. But no, we've had a real good week, really. As I say, caught up with a lot of straw, drilled rapes, rolled and sprayed. Oh, apart from one, I've just run short of a little bit of chemical. I have to go tomorrow morning and sort of finish that job off, but that box is nearly ticked. Little bit of combining to do at Latham, about 30 acre, but to be fair, they are fit at the end of week. Yeah, good week, really good week. Drill my dad's stubble turnips, that's shutting up. So yes, all in all, we're on top of it. I mean, we've got a lot of land work to do this next week. But, I mean, that big tractor, it's easy like. Some pigs, I think, in about probably end of next week, maybe into next week. There's talk of taking a few big pigs out. So, they're very content now. And there'll be a big mucking out session. In a way. Been a good batch actually, a little bit of aggression in them. You know, it's in their genes, like, you know, if they get an aggressive strain, can be a bit aggressive with each other, but we've been putting a lot of straw in because we've got a lot of straw. And that'll be first job tomorrow, we'll bed them all up. Look how content they are. There's nothing wrong with them. They just laid there putting pork on. And we put this new shed on back burner with Costa stuff, because bloody hell, stuff's gone through the roof, and I wish I hadn't now, because I mean, it's not just the revenue from these pigs what we, you know, what's good for the business. It's the 40-yard mud pot coming down. Just our soils have, since we've had this thing, these pigs, our soils are in such better condition. You know, so it has, you know, more of an effect than just earning money from the pigs. So, bloody hell, that's a big bale. I don't know what happened to that one. Why did the baler make one about 12 foot long? Look at it. If you like these videos, like and subscribe. And we're going to do, I don't know, 1 or 2 a week of a mixed farming each year. Actually a bit going on. Don't run new stuff. You know, don't take things too seriously. So yeah, and then you'll get notifications of what any future things we do. So right, bye for now, breakfast time.